This is Brian from MoviePilot.com. I'm here with
David Lee Madison.
Thank you, Mr. Madison. I appreciate you coming out here, to Poconos Comic Con here this year. If you don't mind, for the fans, just tell me a little bit about yourself, please.
Well, I am a writer and director of a pop culture film called Mr. Hush that stars the great Stephen Jeffries, who was in Evil Ed and Fright Night, and Brian O'Halloran, who's Dante from the Clerks franchise, and Brad Laree, who's Michael Myers, and Steve Dash, who's Jason Voorhees. And my new film, Middle Village, is a loving comedy documentary about the town I grew up in Middle Village, Queens. I was a celebrity bodyguard for 20 years, and then I decided to become, before I got too old, I decided to follow my dreams and make movies.
Very good then. Did you start filming at an early age? I mean, what brought you to directing?
When I was a kid, I appeared in James Lemo's Heart, with Brad Davis, who was an Academy Award nominee for Midnight Run, I think it was called. And I was in John Ritter film called Hero at Large. So at an early age, I was inspired and loved making films, and that's what I wanted to ultimately do.
I remember Hero at Large. I remember actually the costume. One thing was very bright colors, I believe it was.
Yes, and he had this giant bust that had him on top of it. I remember that. I was 9 years old when we shot that movie.
Oh my gosh, yes, that's throwbacks. Well, let's start with this here. Now, the concept of Mr. Hush, how did that come about?
A dear friend of mine, Tom Holland, who is the director of Fright Night, once said, "You have to write from what you know." And if a film is going to be true to you as a filmmaker and as a visionary filmmaker, it has to come from a real place. So I took the idea of a family that's very much like my own, and threw it into a horrific situation, kind of like Fright Night and The Lost Boys and Near Dark, and this way I could incorporate something I know and something I love. So it's a combination of writing about something I know and something I was passionate about.
Okay, and pretty much the plot of the story?
The story is about a man who torments another man for over 20 years, and you don't know why. And at the end, there's a big, exciting climax, and you find out why the man is being tormented.
Interesting, very, very interesting.
2012, actually.
Okay.
Played in 25 cities. It was 6 weeks in the top 10 in Redbox. It was 4 weeks on the DVD Blu-ray top 10 selling list. And in 2012, we were honored to be one of only 50 films to be put in the Margaret Herrick Library, which is the Academy of Motion Pictures Arts and Sciences Library, to be preserved forever. So that was pretty
excellent,
amazing.
excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, what a nice accolade there.
Yeah.
Very good. Now, are there any projects in the works right now?
Well, I just released in this past December my film Middle Village, which is a loving ode to the small town I grew up in Queens. And we're going to soon start shooting a film called The Deplorables, which is kind of an action horror movie, which is some of everybody's favorite sci-fi and genre horror icons in the movie. Mm-hmm. And then around Christmas time, we're going to work on Mr. Hush 2.
Okay.
There seems to be a demand for it. A lot of people like the movie.
All right, very good then. Yeah. Very good then. Well, obviously, you're going to be a very busy man there early this year for the most part. If there's any advice you can give any future writers, directors, filmmakers out there, what would you say to them?
The most important thing is to keep at it. If you're passionate about it, never do it for the wrong reasons, being that you want to be famous or make money, because those things never happen, no matter how successful your movie is. So just keep at it, and at the end of the day, only please yourself. That sounds kind of disgusting, actually, but only please yourself in that the work that you do is what you ultimately wanted it to be.
That sounds like very good advice here. And someone would be interested looking for more information about you or your films, where would they go to?
Well, I have a David Lee Madison Facebook fan page. You could look up Middle Village at middlevillagemovie.com, or you could look up Mr. Hush at mrhush.net. And Mr. Hush is available at all major retailers. It's on Netflix, Hulu, Vudu, every place that you want to find a movie, it's there, so you can check it out.
Very, very good then. Well, thank you, Mr. Madison. There's nothing else here. This is, of course, Brian Madrid from MoviePilot.com. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Have a great day, everyone. Take care.
Make sure you check out Middle Village.